Hey, this is Big Gene again from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night. Also, cooking and conversation. Today we're having conversations, and I'm just here waiting for the people to come on board. Juan, what's going on, brother? Mora, Nas, what's happening? Kayla Anderson. Oh, now y'all pouring in. It's moving a little too fast for me right here, but I had to get a special shout out because I got checked on this the other day uh by Dylan and Denham. All right. I put their mom up on Instagram today. Good friend of mine's, Kim, how you doing? And y'all shouldn't be watching this, Dylan. You are Denham. Turn it off. Cause we gonna get raw down here tonight, and you might not want to hear this, children. You know what I'm saying? So Kim, that's enough. I shouted them out. Cut it off. This is not for the kids. All right. And I want to shout out my old job out there in the Bronx, Bronx 2, Bronx 4. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing out there? All right. My man Bun and Miss Davis. You heard what I told you, right, Miss Davis? You come over here. Oh man, I'm gonna stop playing so much, man. You know, because it's serious. We got a serious call in this morning today, and that's gonna be Wolf's mother. She's gonna give me a call in, and I supposed to call her and let her know what time, and but I told her like 15 minutes into the program that we was gonna have her call in. You know, I didn't really, write anything up today or, want to talk about anything particular, but you're gonna see the wheels start turning, because the truth goes a long way. The truth, you can lay your head down on the truth. When a motherfucker lie, a person is lying, things crumble and they continue to crumble. You know what I mean? They things continue to happen in their life that's bad and wrong. When you telling a lie. So you know, I put my head on the truth all the time. I ain't worrying about that. And you guys out here that's saying because I'm coming out here and saying things and putting things out here in that the industry people already know because I was a part of the industry. I might be talking about it now. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you one thing. I ain't never been worried about nobody doing nothing to me. You understand? If I could take care of somebody else and make sure they safe, I damn sure could do myself. You could trust and believe that one, bro. And I say this all the time. Nothing beats an ambush. Anybody can get it. We see that in our history. Kennedy, King, everybody that they wanted to get, they got. And that's not a problem. Thank you for that super chat. That was quick. That's Jordan's Salas. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. All right, get them like up for me. Get them likes up for you. Thanks, Jordan. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody who's not hating. People are hating on me crazy because I'm coming to giving you my true life stories. Things that I've seen, things that I've heard, things that I've been around. Now, if I think it's some real bull, I gotta watch my language because they sanction and censor everything I say for at least the first 5 minutes. So I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible right now. You know what I'm saying? So if they sanctioning me on everything that I'm saying right now, all the truth that I came and I brought to y'all, things that I'm trying to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, about the industry, what it was. I ran into some pictures that I'm gonna show y'all later when I was in Puff was doing this shot for this magazine, and I was in the pool and he was in a flotation device. I'm gonna show y'all that picture. I'm gonna bring it up to the camera and show it to y'all on one of my next shows or whatever like that. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm gonna be censored, but I'm still gonna tell the truth. I don't care who likes it, who don't. You know what I'm saying? And all these clowns coming out here telling me what I supposed to. So like, man, you don't want to see me like that. And that's true facts. You understand? And I'm not saying I can't get it. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. But if whoever does it, if they known or they be known, you best to believe and you better trust that you, your family, anybody look like you got your last name and rode on a boat with you coming behind me. Because they don't care. Mine's over here don't care, bro. Who they don't even care about is you. They could look like you got your last name. They could be a baby kid. It's crazy like that. My brothers and them love me like that. My friends and my family love me like that. They know I've given up my heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So I want to shout everybody out, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. And and thank everybody, especially VSOP for that cash app over there in Galveston, Texas, for that super chat. Thank you, VSOP, down there in Galveston, Texas. You know that was the first tsunami down there in Texas one before, right? Was it Galveston or Gaston? It was one of those, parts in Texas like that had the first tsunami that the whole town got wiped out. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that. I appreciate you for that, brother. You know that Cash App is Big Gene 52 and that PayPal is the same. And you can always go to my Instagram and holler at me. And people tell you, I get back to you. I talk to you. Man, I'm retired. I be looking for shit to do sometimes, man. That's Big Gene _5 Deuce. You know what I'm saying? Spell Deuce out and you got me on the Instagram. We're going to talk about, like I said, Anthony Wolf Jones' mother's coming here. We're going to talk about the dude, Alex, who had visions down there in Atlanta. He was supposed to give her 15% when he sold that. And we're going to talk about Puffin his 300,000 and Corey being in jail. He had 9-16 to life sentences. And now Wolf is turning. Oh, Miss Jones, I said 15 minutes and she said 7 minutes. Oh, my God. Look at this, y'all. Hello, Miss Jones.
You was gonna call me when you go on. Are you on the air?
Miss Jones, I'm on the air and it's been 7 minutes and I told you to call me in 15 minutes because I was trying to bring you in because I don't want you on here that long and everything like that.
Oh, I don't want to be on here that long. I'll call you back. You want me to call you back?
Just call me back. Give me my 15 minutes. You owe me like 7 minutes right now, woman.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Miss Jones. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I try to have much fun as possible with her, and I talk to her like I used to hear her sons. And Wolf used to talk to her. They used to have fun. Like you thought that was Wolf's big sister. You know what I'm saying? The way they talked and everything like that. And like I said, I know them back because Lil Wolf and his parole officer. Wolf short, real short, but Lil Wolf, I had him, and boy, he was 10 times. Yeah, but I seen him through because my job is to make sure that you stay out here in the community, and I'll try to help you. And anybody who was under me, I tried the best to help them. But if they still wanted to do the same old stuff that they wanted to do, if they still wanted to be out here and live off the land, and I had a brother like that. I told y'all about my brother. My brother told me, "Yo, I'm gonna live off the land, bro." Told me directly. I seen my brother going in my wallet, taking my badge, putting it around his neck, talking about, "Yo, I'm about to go get me some niggas, boy, with this." And I woke up. I'm like, "No, you ain't, Wink. You ain't going to get that." You understand? So, my whole thing about it is that it's terrible that, this woman have to go through the pain because, she couldn't, every time she thinks about the birthday, she think about one of them deaths. And that's crazy. Everything she think about the birthday, she think about one of the deaths. Black Boat, 1013. What's up with you, brother? Yeah, thank you, sir, for saying I open your eyes to a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys, they hear me, yo, man, you out your mind. Them guineas is talking about those guineas is they lying to you about Frank Matthews. But let me tell you something, brother, that I know as a law enforcement and dealing with I dealt with law enforcement agents, I dealt with the FBI, I dealt with the Secret Service, I dealt with the DEA. We deal with all that shit. When you in New York State parole, you are well rounded because we have criminals. I used to have one of the biggest mobsters in the Bronx. That's Lou Muscatello. I went to this kid house. Lou Muscatello was one of the biggest mobsters, in the Bronx. You understand? He did fair time the whole 9 yards. I came to his house, man. He had like three white boys on the table about as big as me. He had the other two white boys right there, and they was about to eat in a beautiful house, and we was in country club. If you know what country club at over in the Bronx, is by City Island. It's one of the nicest, risky, I guess you want to say Italians or well-to-do Italians and Jewish area mixed together. But it's the big houses and everything like that. That's why they call it country club. They got golf courses and all that over there. It's right next to City Island. I come in there and I knock on the door, and Lou, somebody come to the door and say, "Yo," I say, "I'm Officer Dill, I'm Mr. Costello, Mr. Lou Muscatello, parole officer." He said, "You're a parole officer?" I said, "Yeah." So he said, "Hey, Lou, your parole officer in here." And then I came in the door. I said, "What's up, Lou?" He said, "Everything good?" He said, "Yeah, everything good." So how you doing, Dill? And they was bringing food to the table, right? They was bringing food to the table, and I was like, "So how you doing, Lou?" He said, "Yo, I'm fine, everything good and everything like that." I said, "Yeah, everything good, man. Listen, see me in my office on Tuesday." He said, "Okay, deal. I'll see you on Tuesday. But hey, you look like you hungry. Sit down and have something to eat." I said, "Lou, I can't do that, man. No thank you, but appreciate it and everything like that. I see you in my office on Tuesday." He said, "Deal, I want you to have something to eat." And I was like, "Lou, I cannot do that." And then like all five of these white boys stood up. And I was like, and one of them said, "He don't like to ask a third time, brother. Just have something to eat." And I was like, "Lou, I have a bite." But Lou was a good guy, man. And the feds kept setting him up, man, talking about he was talking to, known criminals and everything like that, man. And they sent him back to jail and he died in jail, man. That broke my heart, man, for real. Lou was a good guy, man. I mean, a real good guy. And I'm just saying this to bring on and still talk about this Frank Matthews thing is that, brother, you have to understand. If they had a hard on for Frank, which they did, and we all know they had a hard on for Frank, you know what I'm saying? Fred Middlebrooks, thank you for that PayPal. Appreciate it, brother. They had a hard on for Frank. You gonna tell me they got Noriega, they got El Chapo, they got what's his name? Pappy, but what was his name? That they drug in the streets. Uh Escobar. Yo, uh everybody, them feds, them CIA, them DAs, and all they want, they get, brother. And I want to believe that Frank, and then let me just tell you, the Guineas didn't tell me that. They told two of my friends, and I told you, they told one of the founders of Felon Magazine. And he believed the story. I believe the story. He said, "Yo, Gene, let me tell you something. His lawyer set him up and got him killed himself. Either the lawyer did it. I may understand. I'm gonna get some more information on this, and I'm gonna get into it. But I know we want to believe that one of us got away. But what they look like letting one of us get away, bro? What have they ever looked like letting one of us get away?" I shouted you out on that VSOP. Thank you for that $20 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. You understand? So what do they look like letting one of us get away, man? You know what I'm saying? I got another, I think 4 or 5, another 1 or 2 minutes. We're gonna get Miss Jones on this. And I'm gonna have a better show for y'all on Tuesday. We're gonna talk about this, and I wanted y'all to hear this lady out herself. I'm gonna ask her some questions and everything. Ain't nothing rehearsed or none of that stuff like that, man, because I don't do that. I want it straight from the heart. Viewers, let me read some of this before she called, man. A real one. What's up? Out there in Phoenix, Suns, all right, the Valley of the Sun. What's good with you? Raymond, let me see messages right there. All right. I'm just trying to, see if anybody talking about something or want to know something or ask Miss Jones something or whatever like that. I wanna have that prepared. Yo, salute to you, Taj. You gotta send me your I wanna make you a moderator. I got a couple of moderators in here now. So when y'all come here with that old crazy stuff that you talking. I got 4 moderators. I'm getting one more, and they gonna straighten y'all out. You understand? I got Zeke Waters. I got the Deacon's daughter. I got JS 1600, and I got my man Cass. You know what I'm saying? They gonna stop all that playtime stuff. Find somebody else to play with. Go somewhere else and play. You understand? This for people who wanna, talk and know something about, the former days in the 90s or whatever like that. The bad boy times, what was happening in Harlem and everything like that. They asked me stories about, do you have stuff about Total? You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I got stories. I got a story about Total. Like Total and Lil Kim, them they was having fun on tour. When they was on tour and everything. I remember somebody went in the locker room and they stole one of the girls from Total whole outfit, and they were panicking. Yo, and I'll never get credit for this and stuff like this. But this truly happened. They stole one of the girls' outfits, and one girl had the long coat on. Oh, remind me to tell that story, but this Miss Jones right here. Hey, Miss Jones, what's going on? Oh, let me turn you up right here. What you say?
I said, are you ready now?
Miss Jones, I'm always ready. How you doing? Hey,
I'm good.
hey, listen here.
What are we gonna, hello, everybody.
Everybody
What
hear
are we
you and
gonna
stuff
do?
like y'all. Do y'all hear her? Say something, Miss Jones.
Hello, everybody. This is Wolf's mother. I'm the mother of Big Wolf and Little Wolf.
All right, Miss Jones.
Now,
Can you name some of Wolf and them closest friends so people will know and how he got the name Wolf and everything like that? Can you tell people
oh,
that?
wow, that's a whole long story. People think that he got the name because he was a big bad wolf, but he didn't. His friend Troy, who was his friend in junior high school, they were still friends all the way through. But Troy and his sister Tammy, he started off with the name Wolf Gang, WOLFGANG. That was from Eddie Wolf Gang and the Munsters, the Munster family in the old days.
Yeah.
And that's because he had a widow's peak. And they used to always tease him about that little point in the top of his head because all the other kids got shape up. But because he and his brother were so hairy, I never got a shape up. I just got the hair cut down. He didn't start getting a shape up until he's like 16 or 17. So it started off with Wolf Gang. Then as he got older, they separated them, so they called him Wolf, and they called the younger one Wolfie. Then
Okay.
when they got a little older, they called them Wolf and Little Wolf. So that's what they remained with, the Wolf and Little Wolf. But he got it from his friend Troy and his sister Tammy. That's how he got the name. Not because he was a big dead wolf. He didn't get the name when he grew up. He got it when he was basically in junior high school.
Okay.
So that's the story about that.
All right. Can you name a couple of Wolf friends? So that was close to him and everything that you knew personally.
Okay, we have Nernie. They call him Leo. We have Chris. They called him Chris Kringle. We have Ark, yeah, they called him Ark. His name is Harold. That's Hollywood Harold's son.
Yep.
I'm going to miss some people. Oh, Chaos, Mike, they called him Chaos. And Prince, they're from the Valley. They called him Prince. He was a little bit older, sort of a mentor. Prince was not to be played with even now. I'm going to miss somebody and I'm going to get in trouble. Help me, Gene. You know some of them.
Yeah, but Prince, you got Prince?
You know Prince. Well, Prince was like a big brother to them.
Right.
And,
yo, Kima Smith is saying hi to you. Alan Jones is saying hi to you. Hold up. Somebody saying some stupid shit right here. Nobody cares about Wolf Mom. This is what we're going to do to you. We're going to remove you and delete you from this channel. How about that?
That's so nice. Tell them I send them blessings. Tell them I send them blessings. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about that. You know it's a bunch of haters out here. You know what I'm saying? We all love you and everything like that. And he just like one of the most sucker ass niggas. And if your sons was alive or he was in a room with him, the motherfucker wouldn't breathe hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, but you know what I'm talking about. You know my mom.
Mr. Diddy. By the way, let it be known, he does owe my son $300,000 because he's always saying, do that, I'll give you the money back, do this. You know, he didn't like to pay. And Gene, come on, you was there. What did he say when you asked him to go and talk to Puff about your day that he took from you?
Oh, what happened was Puff made Paul in charge of all the time for the security. I used to have Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So when I used to get off work, somebody would work for me. They had to be there in Puff house at 9 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I used to see a lot of girls and people, wives and daughters, you know, leave out of there on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. So, but at 9 o'clock in the morning, somebody was working with me for Friday until I got off my regular job. But I had Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But Paul wasn't getting no time off of me and Wolf. Me and Wolf had our own contracts with Puff. Wolf got a steady salary whether he came to work or not. You understand? And then what happened is that, you know, I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Paul tried to take my day from me. So I told Wolf, I said, yo, Wolf, because Wolf had me come back, had me come in the game anyway, because I wasn't fucking with Puff after the City College situation. And Wolf asked me because of the situation, and Mom, would you tell him, you know, wasn't I the one who put Wolf down when we was at the Lowe's Hotel and me and Wolf had already talked and everything? You know what I'm saying? About the whole thing?
About the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the only one that could handle him.
You know what I'm saying? And the situation is that I asked Wolf. Wolf could handle, only person that could handle Puff with his bullshit was Wolf and Heavy D. You understand? You know, he would only listen to Wolf and Heavy D, but he wouldn't listen to Wolf about certain shit. But when it came to security and stuff like that and things in the street, he listened to Wolf. He listened to Heavy D about everything, especially when he was doing people wrong. So now
he listened to Anthony because I got news for you. Everybody calls him Wolf, but you know I call him by their regular name. But Wolf, he is the one that kept Puff alive. People didn't like him.
Right.
They did not like him. And they would go to him about different things. And the only reason was because of Anthony that his butt is alive today. And he knows it. But he doesn't care because he'll use anybody.
All right.
And now, go ahead.
I'm gonna jump on this situation. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry about that. But let me just say, we were in the office and Wolf was finna buy this club. People don't know this with John Sally brother, Mike Sally, and some more people called 312. That was the old name of it. Was Miami. It was around Lincoln Avenue. Wolf was finna be an owner and purchase that club because he was the one who helped that dude Alex get into the business down there in Atlanta. We're gonna get to Alex, Miss Jones. But
we get them later.
Wolf, I was telling Puff, I just want my money, man. Give me my money. Give me my money, and I'm gonna do my own thing. This, that, and the third. Puff said, when I do this university deal, I'm gonna give you your money, and I don't want to have nothing else to do because I don't need you no more because I'm dealing with meeting them and meeting them everywhere. And Wolf like, what? They, you know, them niggas ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of numbers, but they ain't all that. Just like that. You understand? And Wolf, Puff used to always throw Meech's name or throw him out there because he stopped calling Wolf, and then he'd be like, "Yo, I'm here with Meech them. I'm doing this, I'm doing that." And yo, Meech them came. I met them here. I met them there, and I was with Puff. And he stopped calling Wolf to come out and hang out and stuff like that. But Wolf didn't want to hang out with him no way. So he just wanted his money. And I was right there when he said it. And everybody from Ock, Tone, and all this, because if you know all those guys who was locked up in jail, Riz, Corey, L, and stuff like that, Wolf was the one who was paying the tickets and taking care of their families and making sure they was all right when they was in jail. But it came from that bad boy money that got Bad Boy started from that butt naked money. Okay, Miss Jones, let me ask you this. How Puff, how often do Puff call you, or does he call you, or when the last time did he call you?
I only spoke to him since Anthony passed. I've only spoke to him directly maybe 3 times.
3 times?
The first time when he told me that he had a assistant or whoever it was at that time, I think it was a she, her name was Leah. She called me on the phone, he got on the phone. And I said, look, my son told me that you owed him $300,000. Now, this is right after Anthony died.
How long after Anthony died did he have this conversation with you?
About a couple of weeks.
And what did he say to you?
I was just stunned. He said to me, I don't owe him no money. He must have been suffering from delusions of grandeur. I don't owe him no money. And I was like, my eyes were wide, my mouth was open. So I said, okay, if you said so. Then he hung up the phone.
Hold up. He asked you, he told you that he didn't owe him no money and he's suffering from delusion of grandeur. And what else?
I don't remember what else. Oh, I don't remember right now. Oh, then he hung up the, I said, okay, what else was there to say? Then he hung up the phone and called Ock.
Okay.
He told Ock, yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go in on her because she was talking about some money or something. I knew what it was about. So I didn't believe that he was that rude. So I called me back on the telephone. And he called me Mom. He said, Mom, did Puff just call it and tell you that Anthony only went to smoke weed and he suffered from delusions of grandeur? I said, yes. And I said, wow.
Oh, now you just said he told you from Ock, he said that Puff said that the Wolf only wanted to smoke weed and he suffered from delusion of grandeur.
Yeah, he told me repeated the same thing to us that he told me. He said, I told him all he wanted to do was smoke weed and he was suffering from delusion of grandeur. I'm sorry, I had to go in on his mother because he was very rude, loud, and nasty.
Right.
He didn't come, but he was very rude. And then called me because he didn't believe that he did that. He said, Mom, did Puff just call and tell you that? So. Then they was calling him Puff. And I said, yep, that's exactly. And then I said to me, wow. Like he couldn't believe it. I said, yes, he did. And the only other time he called me that I can remember, he likes to pay for funerals. Does everybody know that?
Oh, he paid for the funeral. Okay.
Okay. So of course he paid for Anthony's funeral, but he was really afraid of funeral. Because that was the wild one.
Yeah.
So, as soon as he heard Anthony died, he was in Europe. Shine told him that Terrence died, and he said, I'm sorry to hear about that. And he's good for telling you, I got you. You got you a son. You're going to always have you a son. That's the story he said about Anthony. That's the same thing he said about Terrence. And what do you need or whatever? And I said, just send me 15. He sent the 15, and I didn't hear nothing from him no more after that. So maybe I did see him at the concert. He sent a car for me. Of course, he was going to send a car for me, and he gave me backstage and red tickets wherever I wanted to sit. But then he had Wolf and Riz's picture up on the screen. So I guess he had to do something. So that's the story about that. Other than any other contact, nothing at all. I have nothing at all for that.
So he never contacted you until he was doing that Bad Boy tour after Wolf's death?
Oh, yeah, the last one, the 20-year tour?
Yeah, the 20-year tour. Yeah. That's the only time he contacted you.
And let me tell you something. I tried to get in touch with him all kinds of ways. I thanked him for paying for Terrence. I took cards down to the place. He never called and said thank you, but that's okay too. And I left a message with Paul, 99 messages with Paul, and he had a cousin that worked security in the building when he had that building. I left his name was Anthony. I left Anthony's messages, and I went down there. The cards, happy birthday or whatever. I don't know what kind of card it was. But he never responded. And I had his phone number, and he never responded with that either. Because I was still calling him about the money. But he never responded to the phone call. And that's about it. Paul probably got tired of me. He said, they were always, you had to check one time. But Anthony...
What'd you say?
I said, you had to check Paul one time.
And why did I check him? Why did I check him, though?
Because he was on the telephone, and I was downstairs talking to you. And I called him on the phone, and I said, Paul, I forgot what I called to ask him about. He said, I ain't got time to talk to you. I'm at a funeral, and it's my uncle's funeral. And, by the way, it was Eric Von Zipp's funeral. Eric Von Zipp was not his uncle, and Anthony's the one that introduced him to it. So he got loud and rowdy. So he was standing there, but he didn't know he was standing there. So I hung up the phone, and I said, I should go over there and punch him in his face. And Gene said, you said, Gene, you're not going to do nothing, doing such a thing. But you said, where's the thing? And it was at Hudson Harbor, that restaurant over by the Hudson River.
And what I do?
And you went over there, and he was pulling his smile, so hi, what's up? And you put him in the corner, and you jacked him in the corner.
And I made him do what? And what I make him do?
Apologize.
I made him call you and apologize, didn't I?
Yes, because he tried to say it off and say, oh, she misunderstood me. I didn't say it like that. And you told him, don't even start to lie, because I heard you on the telephone.
I was right there.
I was right there. So he couldn't, but other than that, with him, it was okay. He was always polite or whatever, but you checked him right there.
Hey, Miss Jones, I want to thank you for your time. I'm going to look on this right here because I don't want to keep you here real long, man. And I'm going to tell the people about, what Corey did, and I'm going to tell them about that whole situation. And I'm going to bring the people up to date on it and everything like that. And
Miss Puff want to be Mr. Harlem. Nobody in Harlem. Let him name 3 people that he know in Harlem. Okay?
That he grew up with.
Big Harlem on his sweatshirt, and don't nobody know him. And the school down there is not doing well at all.
Oh, his school?
So, his school?
Oh, Miss Jones is an ex-educator from New York City. She was an ex-school teacher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Wolfman went to private schools and everything like that. They were both very intelligent and scored high on all. I had their numbers and stuff, like they scored high on all the tests that they ever taken. You understand? So they were both educated boys. They just like hood shit. They just like the hood.
Education was a game. Yeah. I took them to special schools, special extra programs like on Saturdays. Yeah. Not because they needed it, but because I wanted them to. They were already okay, but they read what they're reading in there. But I just wanted them to even better.
All right. Well, Miss Jones, I'm gonna cut you off right there. I really appreciate your time, and then we're gonna elaborate a little bit more. And I'm gonna give you a call later. Take care, Mama.
Okay.
All right, Miss J. Be good.
All right. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right. Yo, I wish I could hear some of y'all response. I'm sitting there looking at it and everything like that. And I know what's called had to check me, said I was cutting her off and stuff like that. You're right. And yeah, Rochelle Bailey, he did do his mom dirty, man. 2 weeks after Wolf died, he said, your son got delusions of grandeur. Now, let me tell you something, man. And I could say this now because I can't lose my pension and nothing like that. Because everybody was like, why are you doing this, man? I still came out and told the truth. I went through 6 arbitration hearings, man, behind a lot of this shit right here because I was associated with Bad Boy. You understand? And Puff ain't never paid nothing for me. He ain't had to pay nothing for me. You understand? It would have been good, yeah, but I made it through my own. You understand? And let me stop right there, and we're gonna come back to this. Let me get through this Uncle Gene section right here because we already 35 minutes into the program, right? Yo, I wanted to talk about this, man. And you know, I have a lot of conversations on Instagram with people and about relationships, about situation with family, kids, and the whole 9 yards. People write me letters and everything like that. My PO box is 884 New York, New York 129. That's 884 PO box 884 New York City, New York 129. When you want to say something personal that you want to do, nothing like that, and talk to me about, I'll get back to you. You know, leave a number for me. I'll call you. I ain't got nothing to run. I ain't got nothing to hide from. I just don't like this sucker shit. And it does make me a certain way and everything like that, you know, and it is what it is. You know, like I get people talking about, you know, still talk about this Greg Caden stuff. I say, yo, make me out a lie. You already said you had the picture of me, Puff, and the Muslim guy. Show it to America. Make me out a liar. Because if you show that picture, that's Big's killer. You understand? That's Big Killer. That's the same guy that C said he saw in the car that shot Big. Make me out a liar. I don't care about being a liar. You understand? I could be a liar. You understand? If the liar if you talking about Amir Muhammad, they walk up to me, I'll be that liar. If that dude wasn't Amir Muhammad, show the world. Show the world. You said on that show, oh, we have the picture, but I'm not going to show it because that's not any interest that we find any interest. You wasn't even there. But getting back to this stuff, you know, it's just, you got to understand this, man. You have to make your own circumstances in life. You know, things is going to happen. And I said this 1,000 times. Yo, I could tell you my story, have you crying, collecting money for me. And a lot of people could do the same thing. I met my mother at 12 years old during my grandfather's funeral. I met my father at 16 because I told my mother, I'm not going to do none of this. I'm not going to college. I'm not doing no school because all these all these coaches was coming at me, wanting me to play college ball and everything like that. And I said, I'm not going to college. I say, because I'm doing something that nobody in your whole family ever did. You understand? The men in our family wasn't doing that. They was pimps and in the street doing drugs, selling drugs and doing all this other stuff. You understand? So I'm getting these genes and I'm doing good in school. I'm getting these genes from somebody. You understand? And you won't tell me who my real father is. You understand? My real father came up to the school at Wellston and saw me play against Lovejoy. That's the first time we ever beat Lovejoy, Illinois. That's the first time Wellston had ever beat them. They had a 7-foot on their team called Barry Sanders. They played at Louisville. I played them at Louisville when we played them in the 3rd round in the NIT, and they beat us by 6 or 9 points or something like that. Right? But I met my father at 16 years old. All right. I was kicked out of every school in St. Louis when I was younger and kicked out of Wellston School District. Went to Chicago to live with my Michelle Brown over there at 6454 South Evans. And then the Chicago school system wouldn't let me in because my record said I was expelled from St. Louis. So I had to go back. I stayed there for about a year. Then I had to go back to St. Louis. I was out of school. I had to go back to St. Louis. They had to put me in the school, but they put me in one of those behavior modification schools. You understand? Where you really got to get it on there. You fighting every day. The teacher's crazy. Everybody crazy. I'm like, yo, man, I'm getting myself together. And that helped. And I got myself together. And I went back to regular school. Right. And that point on, I said, I'm not going to hang with nobody. I'm gonna be by myself. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna do what I have to do. You understand? To do the right thing. And I changed all the circumstances about myself. I changed all my circumstances. I started going to class. I stopped being with people. I still hang around, have a little fun doing recess and stuff like that, whatever like that. But I stopped doing all the crazy stuff that I was doing because this teacher in junior high school, his name was Mr. Taylor. He said that I put the teacher's lounge on fire and I helped these dudes stabbed up this other guy. And they put me in Clayton for I think about 6 months. And I hadn't did none of that. He saw me running from the situation because I didn't want to be a part of it. And he told, after I came back and I had graduated from college, I was an investigator for child abuse at the time. And I went back to school to a reunion or whatever like that. And this man told me, and he said, I said, Mr. Teller, I didn't do that stuff that you said that I did. He said, I know, but you had influence on a lot of kids. And at that time, I was thinking, if I got rid of you, I could save the other kids. If you get rid of me, you going to save the other kids? Yo, I wanted to beat the shit out that man at that time. It took everything and the child of God to stop me from whooping his ass right there. Because I could have lost my life in Clayton. I could have been something terrible. Everything about my life before that time was saying that I supposed to have been in the penitentiary, or I should have been a bum, or I could have been something ugly in the street, or dead. Everything about my life at that time. But I changed my circumstances. I wanted to be different. And this what got me to be different. A man said to me, he said, Eugene, you consider yourself as a man at this time? I said, I'm a young man. He said, as a young man, when you become a man, you let all your childish ways go. Don't think about what happened to you as a child. Use that as a tool to do the right thing. So if you ever have kids, you will never want that to happen to them. You use that as a tool. Use your circumstances as a tool for good, for power. Don't use it for no excuse to do be fucked up in the streets. Not go to work. Be somebody couch, be a bum. Nah. Excuses are monuments of nothing that build bridges to nowhere. People that use those tools are masters and conquerors of nothing. Be something. Do something with your life. Don't be the statistic that they got us set up to be, man. Because I was in the office the other day with my autonomous or whatever. And she said that, you're gonna in 10 years you're not gonna have no vision in your left eye. I was like, damn, it had me twisted. So I'm gonna try to see all the shit I can see in this eye, for the next 10 years. Because I had nerve damage. And it kind of messed with me. And I was down. I didn't really want to talk to nobody and everything like that. And then, I had a couple of people, Taj and them, they try to hit me up and say, yo, bro, I'm gonna pray for you and everything like that. But I'm not gonna let that get to me. I'm not gonna let that be the downfall, or I'm gonna go crazy and everything like that. I'm just gonna be the best that I can be and use what I got right now. And I employ the people to do the same thing. That's another story, man. Um, Thank you for your time on that Uncle Gene section. Um, I want to talk a little bit more about this Miss Wolf coming out, and the reason she came out is because this is that one of Wolf's friends, closest friend that was a part of Butt Necker, Corey, was in jail. Corey said, "Ma, don't do nothing. She been wanting to do stuff for years." And I said, "Miss Jones, you need to do what you need to do. You got enough people that will witness to the fact that Puff owed that boy that money. That boy used to, you got all the receipts, because she used to take the money orders that Wolf used to get him, and send them to the jail. She used to, the money orders and all that stuff like that, they commissary. So she has all those receipts and everything. So I said, yo, do it. She said, but Gene, Corey told me not to do it, to wait till he come home and everything will be all right. So Corey got parole to Puff House out there in California. Now, Corey then was over butt naked. I got him on film and I got him on tape with Big them on stage. I got him on a VHS tape. Those big ass block tapes, y'all kids may not know what they are. They was before CDs. You know what I'm saying? I have that tape with them on there. You understand? So my whole thing about it is that he told her, "Don't worry about it, I'm gonna take care of it." I said, "Miss Jones, when I'm telling you, when he come out of jail, I've dealt with people for the last 25, 26 years coming out of jail. He gonna sing another story. He gonna see all the riches and everything that his money first started. You understand? Clyde Davis money didn't start Bad Boy. Butt Naked started Bad Boy. Butt Naked that got 916 life sentences for drugs in Virginia and everything like that. That money started Bad Boy. You understand? So now this kid comes out of jail to Puff House. And don't you know he did the same thing that Puff did to Wolf mother. Wolf is turning over in his grave. You understand? Little Wolf is turning over in his grave. And I hate it myself. You don't treat nobody, mom. I just lost my mother last year. I met my mother at 12. I left out of her house at 17, going on 18 years old, going to college. And I never went back, other than the visit. Do you hear me? But I love her. I love Miss Addie Deal. You understand? My grandfather took me from that woman and told her never to step foot in his house because he was a strict, stern ass man. You understand? He went to my mother's house, and my mother left us with a babysitter that was drunk and had a man in there. My grandfather took me from her and said, "Don't you ever step foot in my house again." My mother ain't seen me until he was dead in the ground. That's when I went to live with my mother. But I'm telling you, you don't do nobody mama like that, man. You understand? Them niggas don't have no passes, bruh. They don't have no Valley Pass no more, and they don't have no Harlem Pass. You understand? That nigga need to do apologies to that man mama. Because if Wolf was alive, if Little Wolf was alive, we wouldn't be talking about this shit right now. And I ain't wishing bad on nobody. I'm just telling the God's honest truth. They wouldn't have talked to that man mama like that, man. I gotta go cook something right now, man. I gotta go cook something right now, man. That's why I cook, man, sometimes. Power Master, Florell X, Hang Time, Shanti, Picture Plenty, Muhammad Gabriel, Minster, Wayne Power, New York Giants, Pride 365. What's good with you? I ain't no damn black eyed pea burger. Who said that? Oh my God, let me stop that right there. I'm trying to get some conversation, y'all. All right. Ontario, Canada, Cookman, what's up? Ontario, Canada, Cookman, what's good with you? All right. Nolan, what's happening? Sultan Coach. Let me, well, I didn't get no cash apps or no PayPal, so I got a PayPal today from Fred. Fred Middleton, thanks for that, bro. Appreciate that. And somebody gave me a super chat. I wish I know how to check that. See how do you check that? Oh my God. I guess that'll come up. Sis Music. KG, what up? What's good with everybody? So like, and Miss Wolf was instrumental for Corey getting out of jail because when they were sending those petitions down, because you have to write petitions when when you trying to get a pardon. She was sending petitions, sending these guys cards, doing all this stuff. You understand? And this is what happened. Yo, if I get my likes up, man, I'll go back to that total story. Y'all thought I forgot about it, right? Y'all thought I forgot about it, didn't you? So the likes are still. You just bring them up. You know, I got 740 some people in here. Can I get the likes up just a little bit more? At least over 400, man. Rex said I need the likes. You know what I'm saying? That's to get your things recommended. John the Savings, John the Savings, the Savage, John the Savage. That's you. D Nice, KDBK, Charles T. What up with you? West Coast, Killer Bees, Henry Cedello, Jaden Williams, Death Row. What's happening? Marcus Howells, what's good with you? What's up with Detroit? Yeah, there you go right there. I want to shout this dude out. He's 777. That's Jordan Mosley. Thank you for that. Yes, Puff created the tension between Wolf and Meech. And I said this before last week, man. Yo, Meech got shot in the buttocks and everything like that. But the dude that Wolf put down with Meech is the one who killed Meech and Riz. They was each shot center blank about an inch or so from their hearts, man. And it was the dude it was Wolf Man that he put down with BMF. But he wasn't this man, really. He was about that money. But what happened? Meech wouldn't have been going the other way if he wanted to kill Wolf. Meech went the other way to stop the bullshit because he knew they was family. It was just over this little situation, and it would have got squashed behind that. So, dude, resting too. Black Badger, have you ever seen Alpo knock somebody out? Plenty of times. Al didn't play back in the day, man. He had fun and everything, but he wasn't no joke. Mario Stevens and ATL. I'm trying to read something, y'all, out here. I'm living in a hotel right now. What's up with that out there in Dublin, man? Miss Machiavelli 187. What's up with the Dublin out there? Where my people out there in Portland, my people over there in Ireland, my people in um Russia. Tim Harris, Barry Sumter. Oh yeah, Tim. Tim Harris said I gave Barry Sumter that work. My man was supposed to be sending me a picture when they showed me I dunked on him. He was 7 foot, and I dunked on him in the game. That's when we was in high school. Tim said I gave him that work back then. Yeah, and I didn't even know my father was in the stand. Girls was running up to me, yo, you look just like your father. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, for real? Uh-huh. I didn't know how the nigga look. I never even seen him before. But he was a good man. I lost him last year, man. And God bless the dead, man. You know, he helped a lot of people over there on the north side of north side of North St. Louis, over there on Thecklin and Russ. Barbershop was called Windows. You know what I'm saying? All my brothers, Marlon and Eric was in there cutting hair too. You know what I'm saying? Denim and Denim and Dylan, High Future, Future what? Future who? Future what? Dorothy Wooten, what's going on? Who killed Wolf? I forgot the dude's name, man, but we know his name. The dude we put down with BMF. He was out of Brooklyn. Elijah John. Oh, your shit was held from review by Deacon Daughter. Good. Do your thing, Deacon Daughter. All right. Them and Zeke Waters. You know what I'm saying? Miss J S 1300. And my man Cass. They ain't letting this bull crap go through here. How much it paid in full was true. Some of it was true, but a bunch of it was a bullshit. You know, like they was getting money. AZ and them and Rich Porter and them was getting money. Al Portman and them was getting money and everything like that. But they had got what you call Fritz had gave what you call those keys. I don't know if they put that in there. I don't remember much of the movie. I remember some of it, but most of it was it was fictitious. You know, a lot of it. You know, we hanging out at Willie's. That was true and everything like that. Niggas up there acting a fool, having fun. The girls and everybody, people standing in line. Yo, it was the time that shit was beautiful. You understand? But we would hang out the Willie's either at the skating or because Skate King closed it up about 2 o'clock. We used to go to one in Jersey, in Teaneck, New Jersey. We used to go out there and then we'd come back to Willie's and then hang out there and stuff like that, either or after the red zone. You know, we either go to the club, we go there, whatever. But that part of it was true. Al showing out for true with the motorcycles and all that shit like that. Yeah. That part of it was true. I don't think it was true about the introduction of Alpo to AZ. I don't think that was true. I think Al met AZ on his own. Oh, I got that part out of there. Lady Mai, what's good? Toya from Dublin. Hi, Toya. Hi, Toya from Dublin. So, you know, Wolf Mother came out there. Y'all heard y'all from yourself. You know, like people was out here like, yo, think, that I want something from Puff or I was doing this, man, listen here, man. Not at all. Not at all. And Does the nigga owe me? Yeah, he do. But I don't want nothing from him. Oh man, I done messed up a whole lot right there. Let me get that out right there. The nigga's a sucker. He always gonna be. You know, listen to me, man. Uh, 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 uh. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A man dies once. You young cats won't get that. Zeke, you at work? All right. What happened? Some just got crazy. Vigetta, Renee, S. What's good with you? Where we at right now? Okay, I could tell the total story. Yo, see, um, total we was on tour, and like, listen, we had a ball, man. We was on that Al Heyman. Al Heyman was the man back in the day because he was doing all the hip hop stuff. You know, that's why you bring the West Coast, East Coast together and all like that. But this one particular tour, I think it was Adina Howard, Mary J. Blige, Naughty by Nature, Bone Thugs and Harmony, the whole Bad Boy family. And what Puff did, he did some more grimy shit, as usual. Uh, Jodeci, I said Naughty by Nature, and Total, so like that. This is what Puff did. They only wanted Big. Al Heyman only wanted Big, but he convinced Big that and Al Heyman, I'll give you the whole Bad Boy crew, and it was good for his business because he was getting them out there and getting their music out there. He said, I'll give you Total. I'll give you. I don't think 112 wasn't on there. 112 wasn't on there because do manager 112 manager wasn't going for it. But he gave him Total, Junior Mafia, Little Kim, Big, and Craig Mack. But they only wanted Big, so that 50,000 or 30,000 that Big was going to get a show or whatever, they broke that down. Whereas that he was paying them niggas promo money, only eating money. Big was getting his chunk of money. Big was getting like 15 or 20,000 a show, but the rest of them was getting like, if they was getting $1,000 for as their group or whatever a show. And he said, this is your promo tour. on everything I love, security was getting more money than the actors. I mean, than the artists. Cause security, well, I know I was. We were getting about 600 a day, and then we was getting money, eating money, 300 a week. And it was like a 30-city tour. I took out for like 6 months, 3 months or something like that. You understand? So they wasn't even. We was getting more money than the acts weekly. Cause they might do 2 shows a week or 3 shows a week. Cause we was on those tour buses going to one place to another. So we was backstage. Somebody had stole one of the total girls. I think it was. Is that Pam, the one with the shortcut, right there? And she had had the long leather thing. The other one had like the dress on or whatever like that. And Pam had the leather jacket and everything like that. And I was there, and they was panicking because they didn't have no outfit to go on. One of them didn't have no outfit to go on stage. You understand? And the one who had the leather coat with the pants on, with the leather pants. I think I told her, let Pam wear your pants. And Pam, you wear the bustier. She had a bustier on there. I said, you just go out stage with the bustier and the leather pants. The other one, you keep on your just the leather dress. You don't the leather jacket. You don't need the long leather jacket. You don't need nothing under that. You understand? And you could come out there and make that look kind of sexy or whatever like that. And then they went on stage, and you that was the sexiest they had ever been. You understand? That was the sexiest they had ever been. But I was the one who told them to do that right there. Because they wasn't known for that at first. And then next thing you know, that was their whole thing, dressing up, dressing and not putting on that much stuff. You understand? And then they went out that night. And that's the night Kim got in trouble from Big and got thrown out the tour bus because she hung out with Total, with Jodeci, and it was Jodeci and Total with was Mary with them? I don't think Mary was with them, but it was Lil Kim, Jodeci, and Total, and I think Naughty by a couple of guys from Naughty by Nature and Adina Howard. They all went out, and I don't know what they did, but Big got mad and threw off the tour bus, and that's when she had threatened to beat up Lil C's. Lil Kim always been gangster. She said, Lil C's, you say one more word out your mouth, I'm gonna fuck you up. Lil C said, and shut the hell up. Oh, I messed up on this right here. Lamar Ace, Jersey is in the building. What's up with you, boy? April Campbell, what's happening? The Law of Soccer Coach. What's good with you, man? Something happened on here, man. I'm trying to straighten it out. Yeah, picture plenty. Wolf was killed by somebody, this man that he put down with BMF. Yeah. Nemencio, I feel that you lost your mom 2 years ago too, man. You know, yeah, I hear you. Crumb TV Entertainment, what's good with you? What's this? Chocolate City Girls? Thank you. So I brought Miss Jones on because I wanted y'all to know that I'm gonna be coming at those cats, man, for talking to her crazy and everything, man. And I'm gonna let I want the people who love Wolf and know that Miss Jones sent them letters. Miss Jones sent them cards because she did a lot of people, man, and was there for her. That them guys don't get no hood passes no more, man. And I know they're gonna come out. Somebody gonna tell them, and they're gonna come out of here and try to show off and everything like that, and gonna show themselves into something. Cause you just don't do that, man. There's still some of us that cares. There's still some of us that give a F and F about what's going on out here, especially with the moms, man. You know what I'm saying? And you brothers with y'all cameras in y'all hands, y'all see these guys out here beating these girls and everything like that, and beating old folks and shit like that, man. You need your ass whooped, man. You need your ass whooped. You see somebody beating somebody old up, or beating somebody, or beating some woman up, and all you could do is open up your camera and everything like that. Come on, brother. We better than that. And if we're not better than that, we got to get better than that, man. We still gonna have some standards in our community, brother. We're not gonna let them do that to the women, man. If you see two brothers, okay, all right, man, like that, then you gotta. But if you see some nigga beating a girl or like that, beating like that, man, come on, bro, don't do that, man. Cause you got mothers and you got sisters. Say something to the brother, yo, bro, come on, man. Please, bro, don't do that to her. Not in the street like that. Now you got these some women, you be stopping them from getting their ass whooped. They want to help their man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that, brother. I understand why some of you guys don't get involved because y'all say they still gonna be with them and like that. But not on my watch, bro. I knocked a few cats out like that. Not on my watch, bro. Amon Richardson, what's good with you? Hassan, what's happening? You follow my recipe, Hassan? How it tastes? Let me know. Ice, what up, Q? Ruru. Ron Boogie, what's up? Yeah, rest in peace, Wolf. You say Shine 100? You want me to tell that story? No, man. I kind of held a guy a couple of times to let marijuana beat one of the dudes' ass, one of Puff, Flunky's ass at the time. I knew Puff didn't want Mario to get his ass whooped. Mario probably would have got his ass whooped. The dude was, he was from Detroit, man, and he was just a real sucker. And I'm talking about, man, that nigga sucker fought out of Puff ass. For real. What's the dude name was begins with an S. I'm gonna catch it. But y'all mean like him and Mario got into the fight, and every time he swing at Mario, I would hit it down. And then I would just let Mario get his shit off. I can't see that right there. Nemencio, Puff ever tell you on his own that he knew? Puff ain't had to tell me he knew what happened. I was right there, when Puff got the information from Jesse Jackson uh, that Tupac was dead. Lamar, Jersey up all day. Blessed from the people from Jersey, Lamar. All day, every day. Like magic. Pinocchio. Penelope Penny, what's happening? Yo, if I'm not gonna get anybody want to know anything, what we talked about today, what were the studio sessions like? All right, I get with that. That's cool. Let me stop it right here. They say, what was the studio session like? I got you right there. All right, she made the cornbread. It was good. All right. Oh my God, you working hard, Deacon daughter? It's a lot of shit in there, huh? You wanted to be it. I want to be a moderator. Okay. Now you putting up thing that you're working hard. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, the studio sessions. Like I said, Big never did stuff around Puff in the studio, especially when he was doing Junior Mafia and everything like that. Because you got to realize, Puff owned Big's publishing, and if Puff knew that he was doing that stuff, then he owned some of the music of Junior Mafia that comes out, even the part that Big did. So he had to not do the shit around him. But the studio sections, uh, like when you was up in the studio and Puff wasn't out, people had fun and everything like that. You know the regular stuff, in and out different rooms depending on who the artist was. And the Hitmen was there all day. They was doing their thing. That was Stevie J. D Dot, Mario Winans. They was putting that music down like crazy. And then when Puff, it's a funny thing, right? Like you could tell when somebody don't really like something, but then if they see Puff going hard with it, stuff like that, then they just start going hard with it. They had to. I was like, these niggas, right? If you know what I'm talking about, somebody really don't like it, but Puff like, yeah, yeah, going hard with it like that. And then you see niggas, they just like, the next thing they start going like, yeah, yeah. A whole bunch of sucker shit, man. Super S, what's good with you? Got this 555. What's that right there? Oh, Jordan Mosley, thanks for that again. What happened to Wolf, Cameron, and Jim Jones at Rucker Park? No, you seen the video, man. It was a misunderstanding, and they had to run up out of there. It wasn't no, it wasn't no story. It wasn't you write what you see. Is it? Yo, all these guys, you find a lot of these guys. They tough when they with they packs, they with they crews and everything like that. You get them dolo, you get them solo, man. They ain't built for that. Few of them ain't built for that, man. A Culture TV. But see, you know what, man? People could get away with stuff because we can still support them. Y'all still out there drinking that Sakak, and some of y'all still watching that. D Reigns, what's going on? Thank you for that super chat. Yo, let me tell y'all something too, man. And one of these guys told me to say like this. Uh, what's his name? From the Green Mile. And I went to school with him at Alcorn for a year. What's his name? Can somebody help me right quick? Clark Duncan. Here you go, right here. Michael Clark Duncan, God bless the dead, is lying his ass off. That was a story that he wanted to tell because he didn't hide. Paul had one cop that was from LA and he was from Inglewood. Puff would not hire any more security. Michael Clark Duncan was not going to be on our security team. And I know him personally. He went to Alcorn. I went to Alcorn State University for 1 year. He was there with me. He tried to sick this kid on me named Tommy Kaya. Tommy Kaya brother played for the University of Southern Mississippi, and he also won a Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys. Black guy. Reggie Kaya. Tommy Kaya, Michael Clark Duncan talked this kid into coming at me. I said what I had to say to the kid. I said, man, all that shit sound good. It may make you feel good, but it won't be healthy fucking with me, bro. On everything I love. And whoop, whop, and took the tray and hit him on the head with it after I finished. But Michael Clark Duncan set that shit up. He was a senior there at the time. He used to hang out with my man Maurice Branham from Chicago. He put that kid at me and I tore that kid ass up and got me thrown off the team. and it wasn't my fault. So him talking about he was going to be at that security that night, I knew when he said it, you was a lie and the truth wasn't in you because we wasn't hiring no security. And if you don't believe me, when Kirk Burrows come out like he's supposed to on his book and all that, you can ask him because I called and asked for more security. And he said, Puff ain't hiring no more security. He ain't hiring no security. Look at it was me, Paul, and that one cop from LA. Kenny was our driver. He was supposed to be helping with security. So now we had Lil C's, we had Big, Puff, Stevie J, all the other bad boy artists that was around there and stuff like that. But we in California. Why you ain't hiring no team of security or why you ain't doing this? But see, let me just tell y'all something because y'all don't really look at shit. And when I talk to some of y'all in here, it helps me and brings everything into perspective. Maurice Ferguson, what's good with you? Thank you for that super chat. Check this out. For them to have that place set up like that to kill us, to kill Big or one of us, they had to set that up. You got people inside the club trying to roll over on Big, but I stayed behind him with my gun and let a few people see it. Bring it to the front, bring it to the back, let them know that I have my gun in hand. So if anybody roll up in there, they know I'm not pulling out nothing. I'm not reaching and pull out. I'm not cocking it like that. It's already ready. We in Cali. We in what you call a Sodom, Gomorrah, or wherever else. We in the pit of hell. And I'm not saying that about Cali. I'm just talking about our circumstances. You get us? But did y'all ever think, how did they know we was coming to that party? Wilbur 35th, thank you for that cash out, brother. Appreciate that. How did they know we was coming to that party? Did y'all ever think that? Because that car was set up there all day. That was the first car at the end of the street. He had to be set there to get that parking spot early. How did they know we was coming to that party? Out of all the parties that Soul Train was giving, all the people that was giving parties after the Soul Train Awards and everything like that, how did they know we was coming to that party to set that up? Something is rotten in Denmark. Something is rotten in Denmark. Ain't that right, my people out there in Scotland? I didn't know Frank Bodyguard. I didn't know Tupac Bodyguard. Yeah. He's doing a lot of, I'm in a fraternity. I know some of the signs and some of the way things. My mom's significant other was a Mason 32 degrees. I know some of the things they sign, they throw signs, they throw things up like that. D Money, why you say that, bro? Wow. Trying to get some more stuff in there. I'm trying to answer some of these questions. Why do I think Puff was against security? Puff knew somebody had to die. Lil C's, you said why didn't Puff pick up why didn't Lil C's pick out the picture like Amir Muhammad? C's wasn't showing the picture. I wasn't showing the picture of Amir Muhammad in the lineup. They didn't show Lil C's the picture of Amir Muhammad in the lineup. And if you hear the tape, they supposed to play the tape. I told them. They even tried to fool you on one of the things, but then when you go back and you look at Nick Bloomfield, you see how I said it. But other people try to, cut and paste and have you think something else. They didn't show it to Lil C's. Show Lil C's the picture of me, Puff, and Amir, the Muslim, whoever you want to call his name, man, right there in the car, in the driveway, 5 minutes before Big got killed. I'm answering your question. Now, you asked Lil C's why he didn't pick it out. So how I would know what somebody else supposed to do? Geechee NYC, ask him. You gonna ask me? Ask him. Why you didn't pick out this guy? Why they ain't showing the picture? Why they not showing the picture? Geechee, don't ask me no shit about that, bruh. Ask them. They got the picture. They said they had the picture of me, Puff, and the Muslim guy. I seen the picture because they showed it to me, and they had his face phased out. Now, tell them to show that picture to the world. They say they got it. Yo, Puff did talk. Yo, Eso, I'm sorry about that, bro. You say Puff ain't talking. Puff got on BET. And he said to the world, am I right, world? Major Childs, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you. Puff said, Big never told me that anybody was trying to kill him. I showed y'all different. If that's your man, and you saying that's your man, why is Big telling the world, yo, I'm paranoid. I think somebody always trying to kill me. Didn't he do that, y'all? I'm paranoid. I think somebody always trying to kill me. He said it a lot of times. But Puff got on BET right after Big was murdered and said, yo, he never told me that he was worried about nothing. Then Puff said he begged me to stay in Cali and not go to London. I told y'all that Big needed the money because they hadn't released his contract yet. He hadn't signed his new contract. He owed the contractor $60,000. He owed my man Mike Gadget $30,000 for the cars that he got all the trick boxes and all the radios, all the systems in it and everything, all his cars. Big needed to borrow money, so Puff said, come out here, produce, work on my album. I loan you the money until you get your contract. Okay, and by the way, let me beat you out of all this publishing and this marketing and everything like that. So he told his story. But now, when I start telling my story, and I just didn't start now, I said it back then in 97 and still went back to work in 99. I said, yo, listen, man, you need me more than I need you because y'all don't understand this. I was part of two big teams. I left the same game. I left the same game because my brother Slick told me, I don't want you fucking with them cats no more. Because they tried to set me up, but Wolf knew the real. You understand? Wolf knew the real, and Wolf knew me because he ended up finding out that I was his parole officer after that incident happened, and I spoke about that. But unknowingly, a couple of cats tried to set me up in the same game because had Wolf didn't like my answer at that barbershop, he had somebody ready to do something to me. He wasn't going back to jail, and he said that. And I understood that. But we talked like gentlemen. And Wolf told me, he said, yo, listen to me. If anybody come at, you came at me and I had a gun in my hand, I want you on my team, brother. We can squash whatever we need to squash. Yo, Wolf, ain't no beef between us. I want you on my team, brother. That's how that went down. And I started dealing with me and my brother, we made Slick in the Family after that. Now I got Slick in the Family, then Omar taking me to Chaz. Now I'm over Chaz security with Slick in the Family. And ain't nobody about at that time in New York, nobody was fucking with them Black Hands cats. You was not gonna do nothing to not one of them. They was that strong from Queens to New York, Brooklyn, Philly. They was dealing with the Junior Black Mafia cats. They was dealing with Ronnie Bumpers and them. They was dealing with everybody dealt with the Black Hands cat that was gangsters. And if I wasn't with my brother, I was with Chaz. And if Chaz needed me, he would come to the block and get me. Because I could get us in any club in New York City, walk straight through the door, didn't have to wait on lines and nothing. And at that time, he was trying to get in the music business. So nobody was putting their hands on me. Because they would have a lot to answer for. And I had 3 legitimate hits out on my life. And they got squashed just like that. And the people, they got squashed just like that. One dude went up there and told me, say, if anything happened to him, I'm letting you know. Anybody look like you, got your last name and rode on a boat with you, is out of here. Nothing better not happen to him. And this dude is known. He'll never come home again in life. He'll never see the streets of New York again. Unless he get a presidential pardon. And they don't pardon people with the violence things. But he left niggas stoop on it, a head on the stoop before. That's how dangerous he was. He went to this one guy and said, if anything happened to Gene, I'm letting you know that. And I wasn't no gangster. I was that dude, bro. I swear to you. And guys knows I'll find you a job. You told me, I said, you need a job? I'll find you a job. I go to the construction site, talk to the people, do whatever I had to do. Talk to them. Listen here, man. I'm telling you, this guy's a good guy. Need an opportunity. I'm gonna be checking on him and everything. Like, you ain't gotta worry about him or nothing like that. He's gonna be on time at work and everything like that. I would do the talking. It's guys right now will tell you, and you probably around here on this internet, they'll tell you, man, that nigga's like, he right. He changed my life. He helped me. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about a guy I helped before. But I've been on here an hour and 30 minutes, man. It's getting dry. Yeah, Big Road Junior Mafia album, Ice. I'm trying to get a couple questions, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I want to thank everybody who came a part of this and everything that was helping me. uh, with the keeping the riffraff off. I hope it was a little better. I want to give Zeke Waters a shout out for that. I want to give the Deacon's daughter. I didn't see JS 1600 and my man Cash. I don't know if he's around. I didn't see him, but I want to give him a shout out too. Um, what else I had to do? Oh yes, I gave y'all an opportunity. I told anybody if they wanted the big sweater, and some guy said that he wanted the sweatshirt because he's doing something in Brooklyn. And he wanted to get the sweatshirt, but he wasn't taking cash. He wasn't talking. I don't think he was talking about no cash. I mean, what you call? I'm not. I don't care what people say. Yo, bro, I'm selling those things. I got those shoes that they talked about in the Notorious movies that Puff was supposed to make me take them off. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen like that at all. But anyway, that's the movies. I got those shoes. They Maury's. Those shoes cost $800. Big wore them in his last performance. That was his last performance ever at Soul Train. And I have those shoes. They're Gators from Maury's. I was selling those. I gave people the opportunity on my channel, on my Instagram. You understand? So now I'm finna. I think the highest bid I got was like 2,200 for the Coogee sweater. I didn't get a price for the shirt. And the people's asking me how much. I told you, give me your best offer. You understand? That Coogee sweater cost $1,100. Now it was worn by Big, and it was Big sweater. So I do say 22. One guy said 2,000. Then I got a bid for 22 on it. Uh, I'm gonna let that go. I'll let the shoes go, and I'll let the other sweater. And guess that's what I found. And I'm gonna wear it on his birthday when I tell this other story. Uh, that shirt I had on, I was going through my closet. The shirt I had on at the night Big got killed with the number 4 on it. I found that joint. I'm trying to squeeze it. I'm trying to squeeze in that shit. If I'm around here and I'm like this when I'm telling the story to y'all, because I'm in that shirt. But I found that joint. It's crazy. That number 4 with the Mecca on it and everything. I found that joint. I'm not letting that go. Cause that's that I was right there with him and I'm not letting that number 4 go. Then again, somebody give me a good offer, they can have. Did Puff go to Clyde Davis or did Clyde? He went to Clyde Davis. My man Tim Dog was working up there. Now Tim Dog, I told you he had the Lost Boys, not the rapper Tim Dog. He was working in Clyde Davis' office, and he helped Puff get up there. You understand? And I don't think Puff speak to that nigga now. And he was paying Puff rent, car note. I mean, having Puff stay at his house, Puff car note because when he got thrown out of Uptown Records after that City College shit, wasn't nobody fucking with Puff. He was about to be ostracized. And Al J. Harrell could have done that, but he didn't. He gave the dude the opportunity. Let me take a couple of more of these questions, and I'm gonna let you guys go. Here we go. Uh, J Rock 360, J J Rock 360, J Simpkins. If they lowball Eugene, get a sweater to Big Son. Nah, he got enough stuff we got from him. Not happening, bro. If they lowball me, I'll keep it. You know what I mean? Keep it myself. No, I wasn't there if Wu Tang was trying to jump big. I don't know. I was with what's his name? Uh, I've been around Method Man. That's one of my favorite rappers of all time. But what's his name? ODB. We was in Florida together. I'll tell y'all that story one day. Big shootout. But no, I wasn't there when they was trying to jump big. I didn't hang out with them like that, man. Scared. Oh, there you go, Just J 19. Oh, I put 1600. Just J 1900. Oh my God, I gotta change that. Yo, I want you to be that moderator, Miss Just J 1900. My man Cass told me it was just S 1600. And I know your thing, but when we was doing it, he was showing me how to put the moderators in. But I'm gonna go change it after this show and straighten that out. $100 crypto. Stop with your bullshit, man. Put the 5 G's up for the sweater, you'll get it. How about that? Go to my Instagram, DM me. That's Big Gene underscore 5 Deuce. And then we talk about it then. Don't make this stuff so like you can hide a Coogee sweater. Because if not, tonight we put it on tomorrow Cash is gonna put it out there on the internet. And I'm sure some real big fam, especially when guys over in Europe, they definitely. Solid Coach, thank you. Christine D, appreciate you. I'm crazy? For real? Gotta work on that. I don't want you to say I'm crazy, Christina. Yo, yo, let me just tell you something, man. I remember Michael Jackson was up in the studio. And I know y'all got some problems with Michael Jackson, some of y'all and everything like that, man. But I don't believe that shit, man, because I got a brother that was with Michael Jackson for a lot of years. And let me just tell you something, man. Yo, and I know this dude, he got kids of his own, and they did a movie about him. His name Bill Weathers. Bill would have killed that nigga. And Bill would have seen, and he bodyguard Michael Jackson. Bill is crazy. Bill shot his own brother. You understand? Bill ain't no joke. You understand? Yo, if Bill would have seen some shit like that, he'd have killed Michael Jackson without a problem. Without a problem. He bodyguard Miss Wallace. He didn't bodyguard Andre Harrell. He didn't bodyguard uh, Don King. He had Michael Jackson for a lot of years, and I'm telling you, if he'd have seen some shit like that with Michael Jackson, he would have killed him. And some of the stories he told me, him and Mike used to smoke, and and Mike was getting girls. And that might be hard to believe for y'all, but I'm telling you, Bill is that type of dude. He ain't got no reason to lie. All right, y'all. Um, I'm gonna let it go at 1:45. I know y'all need to listen to like 15, 20 minutes of this or whatever. But thank you for your time and everything like that. We're gonna see you next Tuesday. And remember, I got those or you could go to my you could send it by mail at 884 PO Box 884 New York City, New York 10029. PayPal me at Big Gene 52 or Cash App me at Big Gene 52. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your time. And I hope Dylan and Denim Got y'all ass in the bed right about now. Talking about you on Easter break. Beat your ooh. Them kids to bed, girl. Over here in my box and stuff. Phil Cosby, later on, bro. I'm gonna show you the Mecca shirt because I'm gonna wear it on Big's birthday, and I'm gonna give you an exclusive story about that. Okay? All right. King of the League was 1962. Thank you. Oh, King of the League, but you said no, bruh. How is that? They my shoes. Big gave me the notorious sweater for Brooklyn Mints. You understand? But the Coogee sweater, it was given to me by Bill, his driver. So depending on what I get for it, I might. But you don't know what I went through, bro. That ain't being no low life leech, if I what you call that, because they had, I had plenty of opportunities. I've talked to Miss Wallace before. So I'm never a low life leech. Could never be that, dog. I don't live like that. Yeah, I got a couple of LL Cool J stories. Might not like them, but I'm gonna call it a night, y'all. Thank you for y'all time. I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Held y'all for almost 2 hours, man. I'll see y'all next week. I might just make some plantains. I might just do all vegetables next week, man. Cause I'm tired of these vegetarians talking about they don't eat meat. We don't eat meat. We vegetarians. But don't they make vegetables? And don't the plants from the ground and they use the manure and all that stuff to fertilize for the plant, that fertile? And you still okay, I don't know. All right. But listen, thank Miss Jones for coming, letting us know the real, that I wasn't making that shit up. I appreciate y'all, and I love it. My likes is more than the people that was in here now. Thank you. Take care. This has been Cooking and Conversation at the Gene Deal Show. And remember, if they don't like you, fuck them and feed them beans and nip them in the bud.